We doing this live in effect, baby.
Should I
Whoa, Nelly, nigga. Whoa, Nelly, nigga. You never heard nobody even say that before, but that's how you know this one right here is gonna be excellent. This has been a long time coming, bro.
Yes, sir.
We have a man here who I would say is one of the best designers in the underground right now. If you don't know him, you've seen his pieces for sure. Guaranteed. If you're at these underground parties, you've seen his pieces. You see what this nigga does. Even if you don't know the name, but you're going to know the name at the end of this podcast. We got Blade, the designer and owner of Corrupt in the building, man. Let's get a hand for Blade. Yeah! Man,
Appreciate the intro, G.
This has been a long fucking time coming, bro.
I know,
We've known each other for
4 months, 5 months.
Since I came down here, bro. The first event that I came to, the one where I always mention, I interviewed Hood Rat outside. I came inside, bought this from you because I was like, man, this shit is just too hard, bro. I was like, this shit is too hard. I gotta be in this. Like, it felt like high fashion meets Atlanta. You know what I mean? Or
definitely.
You know what I mean? Or it felt like streetwear meets high fashion meets Atlanta. Like, where would you say you kind of get some of your inspirations for your clothes, bro?
I think that's a good way to put it. You know what I'm saying? Just because I'm from here, like Georgia, Gwinnett, so I just grew up around, you know, this type of fashion scene. In Atlanta, the fashion scene is way different from LA and New York. Like, they're probably ahead of Atlanta in ways. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying we behind. We just on different types of stuff, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I definitely like, you know, a lot of trap inspired shit, because like there was a time in my life, you know, I spent a lot of time trapping, just into that type of lifestyle. So, you know, definitely that. And then like I just like darker stuff, you know. I always like villains, like ever since I was little. Nah, bro, like ever since I was little, like Phantom of the Menace, probably my first favorite villain. Darth Maul, like OG, like, you know what I'm saying?
Phantom of the Menace, where is that from?
Star Wars, bro. Star Wars, yeah. Phantom of the Menace, bro. Yeah. Like, I was not looking at like Qui-Gon Jinn or Obi-Wan Kenobi. I was like, I'm trying to be like Darth Maul. I'm trying to be like that nigga, man. He was crazy. So I always liked, you know, the villains and darker stuff. I guess that's why, you know, this shit comes off darker, you know, a little bit. And it's just like, do I need to like speak in more to this, or is it good?
Nah, I think we're good, right?
Yeah, the sound is good. Yeah,
bro,
but
you're perfect, my guy.
But yeah, I just like that
the darker
shit,
side,
the darker side of stuff. So,
bro,
I just brought that influence into, you know, the type of clothes I wanted to wear. You know, I just first started off like, what T-shirt would I like to see if I could make just one T-shirt? So started off with like a simple band tee with Corrupt on it. You know,
really?
Just simple band tee. And then the second thing I ever dropped was a Xanax hoodie. Had like 2 Xans on it with the knockoff Prada logo.
Were you into the Xans at one point?
I got like a...
What? Oh, he does have a Xan. He got a little Xan tat on him. Wow. Damn.
So,
niggas is into it.
I was into it. You know, I fuck with selling Xans, taking Xans.
Getting it going. Xans is one of those things we always talk about on this podcast for some reason. But it's like, people don't.
Like
our generation was that generation of Zen babies, bro. Like,
just a little bit,
bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. Did you ever watch the early No Jumper?
Of course, bro. I was listening to the podcast on SoundCloud when they were dropping on SoundCloud in 2014.
Like seeing him, Lil Pump, right? Taking like 7 Xans, like, and like just being on a random sprinter, going from state to state, fucking a whole bunch of random bitches. Nigga was 17 fucking with bitches that were like 24. Like, seeing that shit was crazy, bro. And that life, I'm not gonna say I idolized Lil Pump, but that was just
that
like,
shit looked fun, bro.
Yeah, that shit looked fun.
Of course, you wanna live that lifestyle.
You know what I mean?
That nigga had the Xanax birthday cake. I'll never forget that. I was like, or like he hit 1 million streams, had a Xanax birthday cake, or 1 million followers, some shit like that.
What was your first experience with Xans?
My first experience with Xans? Oh, shit. Actually, it really wasn't too crazy. I got some...
Wasn't too crazy? Your first experience wasn't
that bad?
Nah,
it really wasn't. I was fucking with them. I didn't even really know I was feeling them. So we bought like 2 Xans. I'm probably like 16 at the time. So I bought like 2 Xans, and me and my homeboy, we smoked a blunt out front of his fucking... What's it called?
Like the little like veranda.
Yeah, whatever. You know, we smoked a blunt and popped them Xans. I was like, bro, I'm not feeling on. You know what I'm saying? I don't think this shit really working. And then we got back to his house, and I just remember crawling up the stairs, laughing like, "Fuck, like, bro, I can't even walk." Like, this shit funny as fuck. And then as soon as we got upstairs, I just blacked out, fell asleep, and then it was just up from there. But I got a crazy story with Zans. Like one time I got pulled over like 700 of them.
Oh my God!
Bro, yeah, type
pulled
shit.
over with 700. That's a felony for each Zan.
Yeah, bro, it was fucked up, and I got away type shit. They drove my car back home for me, bro. Like they called a service, had someone drive my car back home. The cops called me an Uber and sent me on my way, bro. I just told bro. I told them I was asleep. I fell asleep at the wheel on like exit 263.
Nigga remembers the exit. Your heart was pumping, bro. Wasn't it?
I swear to God, 5 minutes away from my house, bro. That shit was nuts, bro.
What?
Yeah,
so, all right. Put me in. All right, let's.
Should we walk through that?
All right, yes. There's so much you said just now, bro. Like, all right, let's zone in on this story. All so, where you get into the car, you have 700 Zans in the car.
Mm-hmm.
So, you're driving to wherever you're going, but you're on a Zan as well?
All right, so earlier I picked up that day. It was like a normal day, just go to the plug.
Right.
Pick up. And then at the time I was doing Forex actually. So I was going to a Forex.
Everybody was on that shit.
Yeah, I was on Forex. I'm a drug dealer, like fuck it, bro. I'm trying to learn, get some money.
Get some money,
fuck
yeah.
it, bro. So I was at a Forex meeting and I popped a bar before I went there in my drink and I fell asleep. Like during the meeting, I woke up, I was like, oh, sorry guys. Like I was hella embarrassed because I'm like, we're supposed to be doing shit. I'm asleep on the bar, so I left, right? And so I only live like 10 minutes away. I'm driving home, and then like 5 minutes is like my exit. I get to my exit, and then it's a red light. So I'm like a little tired, but I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna close my eyes, open them up, right? So I close my eyes. I'm gonna close my eyes. I hear a look.
Oh!
I was like, yo! I said, not that.
Oh,
bro.
God.
So I'm like, I wake up, I'm like, oh shit! I see a cop car in front of me, bro. A cop car to my right and a cop car behind me. I'm boxed in because I fell asleep with my foot on the brake at the wheel. They boxed me in so I didn't go through the intersection, kill somebody, and kill myself. So I'm like, all right, fuck. I reach over to get my
the Zans.
Yeah, I thought I had the Zans. I reached over to get my Zans. I thought the Zans was in the passenger seat. So I was like, fuck. Let me just like. They weren't there. They wasn't there. They weren't there. And the cop was right here, like, what are you reaching for? And I was like, just my wallet, my scratch off, because that's what was right there. Just that's what I said. And he was like, get out of the car. So I'm like, I'm okay, officer. I'm sorry. I just fell asleep at the wheel. I drove like 16 hours from my girlfriend's house. Like I'm just so tired, like, cause like the adrenaline is pumping, and also I'm on the bar, so like low key, I'm just like. Normal. Like, hell, I just woke up. What's going on, guys? I'm so sorry, type of shit. So I was just giving him that run around, and they gave me a breathalyzer, and I'm like, all right, bet. I didn't drink because I'm just on the bar. So
right, so you're straight.
I'm straight. So I was like, we did the field sobriety test first, and I passed that because I swear to God, bro, I don't know how, bro. I wasn't on hella Zans, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't on like 10 of them. I took like 2 and fell asleep at the wheel.
Right.
So, the adrenaline's pumping and I'm chill. So I just took the field sobriety test, passed it, and he was like, well, can we breathalyze you? I'm like, I'm getting away now. Like I'm getting away. Like, y'all think I'm drunk? I'm getting away. So
man.
I thought it was smooth there. So they gave me the breathalyzer 0-0, and I didn't smoke any weed in my car. So
there was no reason.
Yeah, there was no reason to search, and I heard them over like, this doesn't smell like weed. I mean, I don't know. I heard the cops talking like while I was doing the breathalyzer. And I'm like, all right, bet I'm about to just get in my car, and they're like, can we search the vehicle? I'm like, sure. Well, because I can't say no, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, yo, what are they going to bring the dogs? They going to search extra hard? But I just like played it off cool, like this is really what's going on. So I let them search the car, and I kept 2 dummy backpacks at all time in the back of my trunk. One full of books because I was in school at the time, and the other full of clothes. Right. And then kept the back of my trunk a little bit disheveled. Right?
Yeah. Just keep them a little,
Yeah, keep them a little distracted. So they went through the 2 backpacks, didn't find anything. And I had the Zans hidden in like a fanny pack, bro. Like if they would have just opened that bitch up, they would have spilled out just like plastic bag full of, school buses and double G's.
whole lot of man.
A whole lot of that. And I was like, man, either I'm gonna go to jail today or I'm not. So I was like, yeah, search it. They didn't. They were like, all right, this is what we're gonna do. they had some service. Some lady came and got my car, drove it right up the road to my house, and called me an Uber. And I was like, bro, y'all will not believe what just happened to me.
That is a
believe what just happened to me, bro. So,
that's probably one of the best stories I've heard on this pod so far, bro.
It's crazy. Bro.
I remember one time. This is not as legendary as that shit.
We don't doing that. Don't condone
right.
doing that. Don't do that.
Please, stay off the streets now. Go to school. Remember, he said he pretended like he was in school.
I was
maybe actually go there. You know what I mean? Even though we're a house full of dropouts, really. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Other than me.
Hard knocks.
Wait, we graduated from the school of hard knocks over here, my boy.
Hey, man, get out how you live.
Right.
Be
but
careful.
here's a little tip, though. If you get pulled over by the cops with weed, right?
Mm-hmm.
If it's an eighth or like maybe even an ounce, get a McDonald's cup that's big, filled with water or some shit like that, right? If the cops pull you over, put it in the McDonald's cup with water and take a sip of it as they're coming to the window. So they think there's only water in the cup. They don't even open the cup.
You did that trick?
What? Come on now.
Nah.
Come on now.
No way that shit worked.
Bro, 90% of the time, I haven't even experienced the 10% where it hasn't worked, but I know it has to exist. You know what I mean?
Maybe it's 5. Maybe it's just 5%.
Maybe it's just 5%, but seriously, that's a way to not get arrested, putting niggas on game. This is a game-filled podcast right now, man.
Or don't do anything illegal.
Right, if you can avoid it.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the first time we met. Let's go back to the top real quick.
Right,
so the first time we met, bro, we were at a Dark Envy event. And when we went to the Dark Envy event, you were vending there. What did you think when you first seen niggas walk in and shit like that? Like, what was your immediate, like, thought process?
Well, I went to an event before that, you know what I'm saying, where I wasn't vending just to, like, check out what was going on. Because that's how I tapped in with them. They were looking for vendors. And I tapped in with Sus, and then we met up, and I was like, yeah, I don't really want to, like, I don't remember, but anyways, I was like, yeah, hell yeah, I'll do the next event or whatever. Right. I wanted to wait a little bit. I didn't want to do right now. I wanted to wait till I have some more stuff.
Same thing with the pod. You're one of those type of niggas who wants to have it and then go, right?
Like now, like probably when we first met, I had like 10K, but now we got 5 more thousand people. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I want to wait. So, but it was still really good because I was like, I know this opportunity to take, meet more people in underground. So, I kind of knew how it was going to be, but it was so different from like just being there, like selling versus being there. Because a lot of people, they really took to the stuff. So the whole time I'm like, talking to people, yeah, you want this. Shout out Mizzle. My homeboy came and helped me out. And it was a really fun experience. I met a ton of people. I met you. I met fucking,
so
everybody.
So that was your second Dark Envy event when we met you there?
Yeah, that was my second. Second Dark Envy event. The first one I went to
just to see what was going on.
Yeah, just to see what was going on. Because originally I was actually, I was trying to go to like SCAD, not go to the school, but like just go there to meet people. Because I knew like there's a creative space somewhere here in Atlanta where everybody meets up, or at least 10 people that do something similar. I just hadn't found them yet, and so I was just trying to go find shit and. I guess law of attraction. I just found that, and I'm real cool with Lucci, and Sus and Invite and London and you, and it's been really cool.
It just kind of just went, bro. It's crazy because like from the outside looking in, it felt like everybody knew everybody already, and we came down here and like we're trying to kind of get in, but as we talk to people, we realize everybody is just kind of like. Working, trying to build some shit at the same time. Like, it was just like a perfect storm almost, bro. That's why I really think the games are out.
Oh, man, the games?
The games are out. Whoa. This is going to be...
No D from Ye. Yo, I want to play that one.
No cap, bro. Honestly, bro. This is going to be one of my favorite scenario games.
All right.
You know what I mean? This is going to be one of my favorite scenario games, man, because I feel like you're our first designer on here. So I wanted to give the games a little bit more of the designer flair, you know what I mean? A little bit more, pizzazz, you know? So we're going to play this a little bit more interesting this time. Most of these have to do with designers Kanye. You know, one says Rick and Trick.
Oh man, I might get exposed a little bit right now. Fuck.
Rick and
Fuck,
Trick.
I'm kind of new to the designer stuff, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I just know what I know, but
it's better to ask for forgiveness, you know.
all right.
And the other one is No D from Ye, and the last one is
The other one. I feel like I'm gonna have to ask forgiveness answering this question from my girlfriend. But
No D.
no D from Ye. All right.
This is it.
All right.
Now, this is an interesting one. Did you know during Donda, during Donda when he was recording it, it was supposed to be like a gospel album kind of thing. He asked all of his artists to be celibate during that time that were featuring on the project. Okay?
Really?
So, Blade. Kanye says he wants to work with you on his new collective. But like Donda when he was doing the Donda shit that I was just talking about, all of the designers have to be celibate for a year in order for you to do this collection with Ye. Would you lie and say you were being celibate and hope he doesn't find out? Would you actually go celibate? You know, that's a hard choice right there.
Y'all seen the Gawk 3000 on Twitter? The slurping action.
That's true. Niggas be finding these loopholes, man.
Is that
No, that's fair.
That's fair.
Gawk
3000
is being celibate.
Yeah, you just
That's
turn it
true.
on.
Go crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I'll probably do that one. I don't know. Yeah, I'll do that one.
I feel like
if my girl could deal with it, you know.
That's what I'm saying. Like you have a girl, so it'd be a little easy to have the conversation.
Yeah, like hey baby, we're gonna be up after this. Like we can do it in Turks and Caicos or whatever. Like it'll be magical after this.
Right after this.
$9.99 investment on the Gawk.
Right, I mean, for
type
real.
of shit. So I think, I'd do it.
Bro.
I think, any opportunity, bro, to work with Ye. If he asked me to do that shit, bro. It's only a year.
Right.
I think there's been times like in my life I've been down bad. I ain't even fuck any hoes for you. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, most niggas experience like 6-month drought. So, I mean, it was another 6 months, and I'm getting paid, and I'm getting exposed. So, hell yeah, bro.
Is Ye somebody you consider an inspiration to you? To a certain extent,
I would say. I mean, we can answer. I would love to answer the where do I get my inspiration?
Yeah,
question comes from. But as far as Ye goes, I think he definitely has an influence on a lot of the shit that I do. But I wouldn't say that I necessarily, look at him for inspiration. I would say that, his story is inspiring. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like. You look and you see the dedication and work that he had to put in and all the time and all the doors and all the people that laughed in your face about that. So it's like at the end of the day, he's super up. He's exactly where he wanted to be. And now there may be things that came with it that you don't want and you don't want to have to accept, but that's what comes with it. So it's like at the end of the day, he got what he wanted and worked for, and I feel like that's what we're all doing. We working for whatever we trying to get, and I think you like me, bro. I'm not gonna stop for anything. It's the cost of doing business.
Exactly.
You got to pay the cost to be the boss. So
got to.
Yeah, I really look up to Ye in the sense of that. You know what I'm saying? And then
But who would you consider your actual inspirations, though?
My actual inspirations. I'll say this one more thing about Ye though is the fact that he's got Yeezy, bro, that shit's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's Kanye, but nobody was thinking he was going to do that when it first started. So people
act like one thing about Kanye's trajectory, I would say, is that people act like this was just supposed to happen. Mm-hmm. But in reality, it's actually no other rapper has done anything like this. The thing about how many rappers were
Master P, that's it.
You feel like Master P, but even he didn't do it on the level of Well, I wasn't around during that back then, when his clothes were actually selling. But do you think it was what Yeezy is now, or what? Fucking
no, I wouldn't say Master P as far as clothes. It's Yeezy is more of a brand. You know what I'm saying? They release clothes, but I think you think about Rap Snacks. You know what I'm saying? That's the food industry, bro. That's in every single gas station.
Rap Snacks is Master P?
Bro, yes, that's in every single gas station in the United States, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it's
that's crazy.
He's probably might be selling more Rap Snacks than Yeezys. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know, bro.
I definitely think he's selling more Rap Snacks than Yeezys. But I didn't even know that Master P was doing that. I thought he was just more so like how Lil Boozy was doing film. You know what I mean? Like, but okay. It's another...
He said we're gonna bring in, you know, the black community, rappers. Everybody look up to rappers. You know, got the right rappers, license themselves, and you know they get royalties or whatever off the sales and shit.
Really?
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's
man.
crazy.
There's a whole lot of
Rap Snacks is hard.
So let's get back to that inspiration.
Yeah.
Who would you consider an inspiration?
Inspiration. Okay, I would say there's probably like 2 columns as far as inspiration. You know, there's like business inspiration because I have a passion for business itself, and then like, you know, passion for art. As far as like designers that I like Vivienne Westwood. I really like Vivienne Westwood. You know, she's kind of like the pioneer for like all the punk shit. So definitely Vivienne. Virgil, because you know Virgil, First Black. You know, LV. Dude, Virgil's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, how can you not be inspired? Inspired by that. I would say Jean-Paul Gaultier. I like him as a designer. Gaultier is like, he's just... So do all these people have like a common line that kind of made you feel like you're inspired by them? Like, is there something that all of them have in them that particularly made you feel like, yeah, like I can relate to this? They made it. You know, like Vivienne Westwood, she was trying to be a teacher. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't even thinking about doing this, and then she was basically like an understudy for I forget his name, but you know, he's the manager of the Sex Pistols, was his girlfriend. Just kind of, right. You know what I'm saying? And then now she's Vivienne Westwood, you know. So, you know, they all made it from kind of nothing, you know, type deal. And like Virgil went to school to be an engineer, and he decided, you know, I can take this fashion career somewhere. And I almost like look at Corrupt as Pyrex in a sense. Like, I've definitely have a love for Corrupt World, and it's my baby, the first thing I ever started. But as far as like design and design talent, I want to really branch out into the like haute couture or just couture in general. That's why I've been meeting up with Smook a lot more and just trying to get more influence in that sense. And then I'd say like in a business sense, I listen to like a lot of Alex Hormozy. Do you know that?
No, who's that? Alex Hormozy?
Alex Hormozy, he owns acquisition.com. He just drops like a ton of like, I wouldn't say, they're not really motivational stuff, but it's just like the guy was fucking nowhere, you know, you started a business, you know, and then you just try and just, you know what I'm saying, it works out with the right recipe. There's a recipe to doing this, you know what I'm saying? So
how do you think you gained so much knowledge as far as this? Because, you know, you're a younger guy, like we're both young, you know? Did you read a lot? Did you watch a lot of YouTube videos? How do you feel like you got the knowledge that it took to create a brand, to know how to get clothes manufactured, to know how to fucking do this shit? Design, like, because you didn't go to school for this shit, right?
No, I didn't go to school for this.
Like, that's incredible. Niggas don't know where to get knowledge from.
I would say, I mean, one, it would just be like a culmination of my life experience leading up to this point, because honestly, I thought I was just going to be a rich drug dealer, you know, selling Xans and perks and then get the money and be real estate. But I was doing
every head nigga's
I'm the El Chapo.
No cap.
I'm the El Chapo nigga. Living a high rise.
Do it till I get that first M. I'm gonna buy a house.
And then I'm gonna get my mama a house, and then it's done.
My mama house. Straight from there, man.
Yeah. But fuck, what the fuck was I gonna say?
I think we were talking about where you got the knowledge.
The knowledge. Right. Okay, yeah, the knowledge. Like mainly to start, like I guess like from the point I started, just YouTube. Like you kind of just have to start. And I did have previous experience because I was doing music and you know, trapping at the same time. Yeah. And you know, I learned how to market myself, and I saw how other rappers marketed themselves, and I was like, well, if I can just apply like the same knowledge and like the same recipe that they're doing, like you can obviously look on Instagram to see like what people are doing and how it works. So just apply the same thing to my brand, and that's what was going. And actually, funny thing is, how I got my first 1,000 followers was the same way. I had a scam weed page. You know a scam?
Yeah, when niggas try and fake sell weed.
Yeah, I was doing that where I was running it up for like 2 months.
Wow.
Yeah, bro, like 10
that game is a dangerous game, though.
Hell no, bro. It's a scam. They don't know who you are. Type shit. You know what I'm saying? They're buying weed off Instagram. So what I would do is I would just go through and like a ton of similar weed pages, and I got to like 3,000 followers just off doing that. So I was like, well, if I can do that with the weed page, I can do that with my Instagram and just like people's shit that like clothes and
business,
yeah,
man.
bro. And then
Business,
just like that over like a month, I had like 1,000, close to 1,500 followers, but I had 0. And that was people that I didn't even know. Like, I didn't want to start with people that I knew supported me. Like, it's good, you know, to have those friends. I have friends now. I needed them to support me, you know.
Right.
Like that $100 before went a long way. But and it still goes somewhere now, but it's just like I wanted the merit of you not fucking with this just because I made it. You fucking with it because you like it and you buying it from you spent your hard-earned money just because you like it. So
right.
That's where that came from. And then yeah, YouTube. You got to YouTube the fuck out of shit and knowing what the right questions to ask. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't know why or how certain things get done, or you don't know what to ask, why or how or the what of, you're never gonna get to the answer that you're looking for. And unfortunately, a lot of that stuff just comes with experience. You know, there's no get rich quick scheme to this shit. You know what I'm saying? It just doesn't happen. It happens for some people, but I think that you don't really see longevity in those cases, and that's not to shit on anybody. You know, I would love to fucking blow up.
I mean,
$1 million. I wouldn't complain,
Trinidad
bro.
James. Well, I fuck with Trinidad James. Let me not say that, but like, you know, fucking Ken Carson. I fuck with Ken Carson too. Ken Carson,
I think they're on the way up.
Yeah,
bro.
they're on the way up.
They're on the way up, bro.
Who's Chameleonaire? Anybody fuck with
Chameleonaire?
Chameleonaire?
Yeah, fucking murder was a case.
Yeah.
Blame me.
Yeah, I think that's Chameleonaire, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that nigga Chameleonaire, like,
I fuck Chameleonaire.
he's a one-hit wonder, but it's like, but that's because like, I believe one-hit wonders don't really have longevity like that because of that reason. They get all this fame. Young M.A., they get all this so fast. Well, Young M.A. is a little bit popping still though, but they get all this fame so fast, and you don't know almost what to do with it or how to make music. And now you're figuring out how to make music in front of a national stage, you know? But I wanted to ask you, so I know your original growth strategy with the weed game was liking the pics, but like now I'm sure you have new growth strategies. Is there anything that you can share with the audience as far as how you would get started in terms of growing a page?
Yeah, definitely.
Specifically for clothing and stuff.
For clothing? Hold on.
Do you smoke?
No.
Okay,
Right
that's why I didn't know
yeah,
you
it's
earlier.
good. You're good, bro.
That's dope. This nigga used to be on Xans, now you don't even smoke.
Yeah, I used to be fucked up. I used to be fucked up. I'm gonna see if I can find a picture. You can fucking clip it. Clip
it in.
Clip it right here. I was fucked up. Anyways, the question. What was the question you asked? What
growth strategies would you say that people like somebody could implement in order to grow a clothing page?
I would say if you're starting from zero, one, you just need to get started, and I think there's a lot of prep that goes into it. It's important, one, to have a very clear vision. Where do you want to go? A lot of people have this idea, but they don't really see an end goal. So that time that you're going to start, you're just going to spend your time, you know, just kind of mindlessly doing shit until it works. I would say, you know, it only takes like 5 hours, but think hard, you know, think really hard and think about the right questions that you need to ask, like how to sell to 1 million people, because there's 359 million people in the United States, but 1 million is like less than 3% of them. So it's like you just, you know, think about the right questions to ask, and then think to yourself, okay, I'm here. What can I do right now? And then so if you're at zero, I would definitely recommend, you know, finding similar pages. Just spam like, bro. It works. It's like a hack. I almost don't want to talk about it on here, but that shit works. It's unpatched. They can't patch it. So do that. Yeah, do that. And then, you know, get connections with the right people. And I wouldn't say like, you know, in a leeching sense, you know, don't be a fucking leech. But if there's someone similar that you fuck with that's, you know, creative and they have a different audience, like go ahead and reach out to them. And don't be afraid to reach out to people that you think that aren't gonna respond. If they don't respond, they're just gonna say no. Like, there's no real like.
There's no real specific thing. You just got to be doing
a
lot of things.
You just need to wake up every day and think to yourself, what is something that I can do to get myself one step closer to where I need to be?
Right.
And that's why it's so important to have that goal in mind. So it's like you can just take those steps toward that goal. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a bunch of little shit that it really is just a bunch of little shit. Especially with the clothing brand. Like, unless you know someone famous that's going to put it on and they're going to wear it, you're probably not going to get a ton of sales to start. And even if you do, like you said earlier, I wouldn't want to have been in that position where I got 100,000 orders. I wouldn't have been able to make them. My business would have failed. I wouldn't be here. I would have been like, fuck. Like, I would have figured it out. You know what I'm saying? Right. I wouldn't have been prepared. And I feel like you only get blessed with the things that you're prepared for. So you need to start preparing yourself for what's next, what comes, and then just do, the next right thing for your business and for yourself, and just continue to do those things and don't ever stop.
You did a collaboration with Thousand Band Funny. Speaking of putting like people in your clothes who are famous, how was that? How did you guys set that up? Because Funny is not an easy nigga to get to do shit.
Nah, he's not. But shout out Funny. Shout out Funny, man.
Literally, he's super cool. He came here for 10 minutes, showed us some love. Like, that's one of our most viewed videos on YouTube, I think it has a lot to do with the fact that his name's in the title. Like, like he's a cool nigga. Like, the fact that he even did that for us. Like,
he looks out, bro. He looks out as a very fucking humble and real motherfucker. Like, out of the time that I spent with him, that is something that I recognize. And how I got set up with him was actually through Sus, and Fonny's just been on the kind of list of dream collabs, I guess, throughout my entire life. I guess it's kind of fanboy to say, but I mean, 17-year-old me would have been fucking going crazy for what's going on right now. So it's like, it's super cool to, get to experience that and do those things. But I just hit up Sus and was like, yeah, bro, I'm trying to, get linked in with Fonny. Could you make that happen? And we brought him some Dark Envy merch and a hoodie. And then like a week later, you got to play it cool. You can't, look, bro, first of all, don't be up people's ass if you want them to do something. They're going to do it. They're going to do it for you. Let them do it. And so I was just like, a week later, I was like, hey, can we set up a shoot? And this man actually didn't even show up to the shoot. It was, but he had some other shit going on. He had a studio session and,
dealing with a
fucking... the man has a busy life and he's trying to fit me in. So, he let me come to the penthouse actually, and fucking we shot some crazy fucking content, and that was even better. It was like a blessing. I wasn't even stressed waiting at the thing because I was like, I know I'm about to shoot this man. Like he said he's gonna do it. I could tell he's a man of his word, and bro, I got even better. The vibe was perfect. You know what I'm saying? Because I got to hang out and link, and ever since then, we've been building a relationship and just hanging out and doing cool shit. And
now you guys are hanging out. He took us to Onyx the first night we met him.
Oh,
He's a cool nigga, man. Shout out Funny, man. We tell that story
every He likes to party. And he likes other people to party with him. He likes people to have a good time.
That's the crazy thing to see. Like, he dapped me up when we were in the strip club. I was just like, man, I'm just over here chilling with Thousand Band Funny. I met this man today, bro. Like, didn't even want me to call him a celebrity and shit. Like, it was cool to meet him, man.
Cool. And it's perfect. He's got the Star and Moon. I've got the Cross and Moon, and I thought he wasn't gonna fuck with it because it was similar, but he loves that shit. And he's got the meaning of his is balance, and mine has a similar meaning, but the number 47, you in the capital Steves, like that means balance to me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm very like into like the number 47 and the meaning of balance and having balance in all aspects of your life. So. It's just like one of those things. It's just crazy,
Wow, having balance. So your logo, so his means balance. Yours means something similar, but what would you say?
I would say
yours means?
I would say my logo is it's a mirror. It's a representation of the bad things in life reflecting off as to be good. You know what I'm saying? Because we're all good, but we're all bad.
Right.
You got something you lied about. You probably got some shit you're gonna take to the grave, and you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. You got a lot of shit, and it makes you corrupt in a little bit of ways. You know what I'm saying. And it makes and those things. I'm not saying like that's how everybody is and everybody's evil and all evil things make them do bad, but they definitely have an influence on your life. Like, and I think that's how it's supposed to be. From the creation of man, we were corrupted by Satan, by eat from the truth. They're corrupted. You know what I'm saying? So corruption and sin is just as as much a part of life as the good is. So I try to look at it and say, all things are almost good, because without the bad, we wouldn't have the good. You know what I'm saying? If Fonny doesn't show up, it seems bad. You know what I'm saying? But I have an even better thing. So it has multiple interpretations, and really you can interpret it however you want. But I would say it's like, you know, just a reflection.
I always say this, like when it rains, it pours, you know, but when it's done pouring, it always feels even sunnier after that. You know what I mean? Like for me in my life, when things start going bad, bro, things just start going bad over and over and over and over again.
Like,
it's
fuck,
like,
bro,
what
when
the
is
fuck
shit gonna
going
stop?
on? But then all of a sudden, like, as long as you're alive, you know, that's like my thing. Like, that's why I stay with it on me. That's why certain shit, like, because as long as you stay alive, you can fucking make it through some shit, bruh. You really can. Like, niggas go from homeless to millionaires maybe not every day, but probably twice a year,
More than you
right?
think, bro. There's, 17,000 millionaires a day?
See?
You can be one of them.
What?
All you need to do is wake up the very next day. You got another chance. And, like, shit is so much closer to turning around than you think. Like, you can think of the meme with the diamonds, but deadass, it feels like I've been digging, bro. Just been digging. When is this shit gonna happen? I know it's coming. It's coming as long as I fucking work towards it. I don't know whose hand I'm gonna shake next, and that's the door that needed to open. But there's a million doors out there. I need to go and try and open all of them.
Right.
Some of them aren't gonna open, but some of them are, and I need to see which doors will open. So you have to just go open them all as possible, you know, type of shit.
Man, this shit is so beautiful to hear, man. I don't know if anybody else is feeling this shit. Like, I feel like this is really the type of shit that the game that niggas don't really get, but need to get. Do you want to do another one?
Yeah, I want to play another game, bro.
All right. Which one are you thinking?
Rick and Trick. Let's play them all. Let's play them all. Speed round. Rick and Trick and the other one. We'll answer them real quick.
All right.
I won't get all philosophical.
Nah, that's definitely. Hey, if you feel it. All right. Play.
Yeah.
Rick Owens comes to you and says, "I'm looking for a protege. However, I want them to follow the exact same path as me. In my early years, I was a male prostitute, and I want you to do that for a year. But after that, you get all my industry secrets and connections."
Who am I prostituting myself? Hey man, I'll do anything it takes. I'm just playing.
All right, let's answer the question: who are you prostituting yourself to? You can choose your clientele. So, but this is your only way of getting money.
If I was,
this is his only. No, but this is his only way of getting money. So, do you really believe that many women are paying for pussy?
Nah,
like
bro, I would
paying
never.
for dick?
I would never prostitute myself.
That's fair. So there is a line somewhere.
Nah, yeah, there's a line. Bro, my mom would be upset. I just think that type of thing. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I think my mom would draw the line at that. Like, she could accept, you know, selling a ton of drugs, but I don't know.
And does she accept the face tattoos?
Yeah, she loves it, bro.
Really? Your mom is fucking with the face? Bro. That's hard.
She cried when I got it, but she fucks with it. And honestly, bro, if you took it away, bro, I look not like myself with it. And, like, even if like, there was a time I was low-key ashamed of having it because I was like, fuck, bro, I fucked my life up. I should have never got this shit. I was just feeling real down, like one of those days.
Damn,
and
right.
I got some makeup to cover it up. I was like, bro, fuck this shit. I'm tripping, bro. But, yeah, man. Now I wouldn't do that.
That's dope, bro. That your mom is fucking with it. She sees it. Did you always know that you wanted to get one?
I was shout out my parents, bro. They're fucking. This shit wouldn't be here without them. So.
Bro, let's actually, you know what? Let's start from the beginning, actually, real quick. So, where you grew up in Georgia, as you said.
Yeah.
Now, and you grew up in a 2-parent household?
Yeah.
Okay. How would you describe your household growing up type shit?
Like, normal. Dad works a good job. Mom just raised us. And, I played baseball, played a ton of sports, was real good in school, was in, like, focus. I was in like a focus program, like from elementary school. So like from 1st through 5th grade, they take you out of school for like accelerated learning type shit.
Oh wow!
But I ain't gonna lie, I feel like that shit made me dumber. Cause when I would come back in 4th grade, I didn't know how to long divide or I didn't understand multiplication. Cause they were teaching us like critical thinking skills and problems. It was different type of learning. Cause whatever. And so I've always been like honors student. That's how I kind of grew up in. I wanted to be like an attorney and just kind of like straight and narrow. Like honestly, like if I look back at it and like objectively and saw that person as not myself, I would probably be like, that kid's just gonna live a normal life. But knowing myself, there was always that inside me. Like I said, bro, I always liked the villain. I didn't want to be
that fucking guy, like Superman, like fucking just whatever, like that perfect person.
And I would kind of say like I had a little bit of a resentment towards my dad growing up too, because I've had something in myself I always wanted more, and I have a lot of respect for my dad now to be able to be the fucking man of the house for the whole entire time, bro. The whole entire time was always there. Everything we needed, bro. Fucking always took care of it. Like now that I grow older, it's like shit, bro. If I was in his position, like that's a hard spot to be in. You know what I'm saying? So, so shout out to him for that. And a lot of men aren't.
They don't get that shot, but a lot of niggas aren't doing that. Yeah, you know what I mean? A lot of niggas aren't doing that.
And that's not talked about a lot, like good family. Like I'm happy to say I came from a good family. You know what I'm saying? That just don't, make up entirely who I am. Right.
But you had a little bit of resentment at the
time. Yeah, because I was like, yo, why are all these kids, they got lake houses and boat houses, and we live in a good neighborhood, but like, why am I not getting a new bat? Why are my shoes looking like this? Why are my clothes not fly? I'm not understanding, because I'm just a kid. I'm like, damn, bro, they just got more. They just got more than me. So I'm like, fuck, bro, I want more. Like, I want to be a millionaire. And I'm like, why does my dad just work this job? But that's what he needed to do, and that's provided for us. That's provided more. But I didn't understand that when I was younger. That's what I'm saying. So I grew that resentment now when I was younger, and then that's where like probably some of the drug dealing came from, because I was like, I'm gonna get it on my own. Because I would also, like in college, it was like, you go to college, kids got Jeeps, they got this. I was driving around a 95 busted up Honda Civic, and it's like my parents, they could send me $100 every month, but I ain't getting like, let's go out, let's drink, let's do this, exactly. This. So I was like, and I'm not getting, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got no money, you're broke, you're in college, hoes not trying to fuck with you, bro. They're not trying to hear that. So I was like, fuck this shit, bro. I'm about to get some money. I'm fucking gonna sell some pills, and I ran that shit up as far as I could go, and live that life, and it came to an end, and now I'm here, and I'm so thankful for all that shit, because it's like made me who I am today. But yeah, it was like that.
That's crazy to me, bro. It's crazy to me that so many, like, that sounds so similar to so many people's stories, where it's like that are in the game, it's like, I just wanted more, I just wanted to, I just couldn't get the J's, you know what I mean? That's what Meek Mill said, like, I just couldn't get the J's.
Why can't I have that shit, bro?
I want to be fly, you know what I mean? Niggas, when you grow up in a certain environment, it's like, yo, I want things that realistically not many people can provide for you, but you want them anyway, and your parents aren't gonna spend fucking $400 on some sneakers for you or a hoodie. Like, my parents aren't even from America. Like, they don't even get that shit, like designer shit. You know what I mean? Like,
and it's not necessary, but I think that it's been put in all of us to want. I think everybody wants something, and I think there are people that are willing to admit that they want more. There's people that are willing to admit they want some of what they want, but I'm willing to admit I want it all. Right. And it's like, some people don't want it all. It's okay, but and it's the sense of everything that I could possibly achieve within my ability, I want to achieve that.
Which you feel like you have a high ceiling, because if you see, you're already doing some shit. So it's like your ceiling is high, so you reaching for what you want, you never know what's going to happen, you know what I mean?
And I had to kind of go back through it, like, because I've had a lot of things. Like, I don't have as much money as I did when I was selling thousands of Xanax every single week. Like, of course you're going to have more money. And it's like, I lost that shit all, bro. I went literally back to zero, had to move back with my parents, bro. Fucking had to go to rehab. Like, bro, fuck my whole shit up, bro. And so I was like, it was even in me more, because I just had all that shit, and I just saw more coming, and it just wasn't gonna work out. You know what I'm saying? It just wasn't gonna work out that way. But this way, I can keep it all. I can have it all, and I can keep it all. So it's a blessing that I'm able to be here and have this, opportunity. Right. Like I said, bro, 700 Xans, bro. I'm not sitting right here. I'm fucked up, looking gray in jail, eating some fucked up food, bro.
Nigga, for real. So I'm glad that shit didn't happen, man, because then we wouldn't be able to fucking see the progression of. Imagine how many people are in jail right now who potentially could have done something great, you know? Like, you ever heard the saying, like, there's a Michael Jordan in jail right now. You know what I mean? I think about that shit all the time, bro. How many people? There's so much wasted potential in there, bro.
Yeah, they gotta fix that system.
Maybe, but what do you do when somebody, yeah, he could be a great clothing designer, but then he kills 30 people?
Okay,
well,
yeah, bro, come on. If you get arrested with some peas, bro, they gotta let you out, bro. Come on.
Right. I think everything except for murder, you should be able to get out,
I think
within like a few years. Maybe not murder and like rape and like all that weird shit, but maybe not
murder,
but like
rape and like
pedophilia
and like large amounts of like heroin and maybe fentanyl.
Maybe
like,
fentanyl.
At that point, you're kind of like affecting a ton of people. You know? That's kind of fucked up. You know,
Fentanyl,
shout out to you. I mean, knock the hustle, but it's like I can't blame you, bro. If you got caught up with like 10,000 kilos of fucking
fentanyl
heroin.
is not the vibe.
At least fent, bro.
Heroin. They have like clinics in I don't know if it's Ukraine or like there's some place in in Europe where they instead of making those things illegal, what they do is they have injection sites where you can inject it into you just so you can kind of
hell no, we don't need that shit. Yeah, bro, let's make heroin okay in Atlanta, bro. That's
right, not in Atlanta. Bro, it would take a lot, but it's like a rehab though, you know what I mean? It's like a rehab type shit. It's not just like, you know.
Bro, no one's getting rehabilitated if you getting every day. What do you mean, bro?
That's true. No, wait. Actually, I was gonna say that's true, but I gotta stand on this one. Bro, listen. If somebody's a fucking heroin addict, right? If somebody's a heroin addict, do you think the current system gets them off of heroin? They just throw them in jail for 2 days.
No, hell no.
You know what I mean?
And there's more heroin in there. I definitely am a big proponent for rehabilitation.
Right.
If I didn't have fucking rehabilitation, bro, I would just be fucking doing whatever I was doing. I was beyond the point of like help, bro. Like I knew it too. Like I knew I cannot help myself.
Really? So there was a time where you were in a rehabilitation facility or going to a rehab program?
Yeah, I went to outpatient rehab program for like 4 months, 4 months or something like that, and like I had to rehabilitate myself, bro.
Right.
Like, either I had to go there or I had to go to jail. Like I told my dad that because it got so bad, bro. Like my little brother didn't want to be around me, my sister didn't want to be around me, my dad was done with me, my mom was, you know, fucking crying every night thinking this might be his last night. This might be his last. So I was like, bro, I was just beyond the point of help. I knew it. I couldn't stop. So
was it the drugs or was it just the money?
No, I think
lifestyle.
I think it was. I had been doing what I was doing for so long. You know what I'm saying? For like 3 years straight, and I didn't really have the self-confidence in myself to think that I could do something else. Like I was so set that this is gonna be the way, and I'm not gonna stop for nothing. This is not gonna stop for nothing. There was that, and then it's like, the combination of the drugs, bro. Like, I wasn't gonna stop. I was fucking sipping so much lean and doing Xans, and I was just like, I'm not gonna stop. And I felt so shitty, bro. It was mainly a combination of like, bro, I just lost everything, bro. I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna get this shit back. You know what I'm saying? And I knew at that point in time, it's like, I had two open cases. Like they weren't for anything big, but it's like I got 2 open drug cases. I'm gonna go to jail if I fuck up again. And I was fucking up. And it was just a matter of time. I was getting in fights with like the niggas at Subway and Walmart, just being OD, bro. Just being like the
getting
most
into
OD.
fights with niggas in Subway
yeah,
or
bro.
Walmart?
In the Walmart, bro, just being OD in the middle of the day, bro. Like just being OD on the Xans, all OD, bro.
God. Xans are an interesting one because it's like it makes you more angry too sometimes. Like, well, for me, when I took it, the reason I stopped taking it is because I blacked on this girl and I didn't remember. Like I blacked on her completely. Like, you bitch, da 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 da, fuck you, da da da. You know what I mean? Going crazy on her. She was like, I was so scared, da 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 da. And I was like, man, bro, one day I'm gonna wake up in jail for fucking doing some real dumb shit. Because I'm off of Xan, you know what I mean? And I won't even remember this shit. It won't even be like, I'll even have the ability to be like, all right, I will live with this decision, you know? And that for me was when I was like, nah, I can't do this shit anymore because I can't live with not being able to at least be able to accept the consequences for the actions that I'm committing at the time, you know what I mean? Like, I need to be able to do that. Like, anything that I can smoke weed, I can drink a little bit, but I know for me, I don't just blackout drunk. Like, that's not my style. Like, you're never gonna see Rich blacked out drunk that's young me. You know what I mean? Like now, like, you know, I'll take a few sips of some drinks, you know, maybe I'll take a few shots, but you're not gonna see me blacked out on the corner vomiting and all types of extra shit. You know what I mean? Because I want to be in control a little bit more, bro, on some real man shit.
Absolutely.
You know?
I think it also a combination just being young too. Like, I'm 24 now. I'm running out of time, bro. I don't be fucking doing some dumb shit. So I'm just kind of on that type of time now.
Right.
And focus on life, bro. Like, opportunity. I see my opportunity as beautiful. Before, I thought I'm gonna be a millionaire by 21. I might get fucking killed, but cool. I've made $1 million.
Mm-hmm. Now it's like I'm gonna be a millionaire for sure by 30. That's how I think about it. Like, guaranteed. You know what I mean, bro? We are going to be them. You know what I mean? And niggas are gonna look back on this type of shit and be like, wow, like, they spoke that shit into existence for real, bro.
And even
like,
beyond all the money, like, you're gonna affect so many people, bro.
Positively,
instead of fucking getting somebody addicted to some shit.
Exactly.
Whatever. And I'm telling you, man, get it how you live, but that's just my experience. Like, I just don't feel good about doing that.
Right, especially at this stage.
You know, I just don't.
Come on,
I could sell some weed, you know what I'm saying? I could sell some weed and probably some coke and whatever, but I just don't do that now, you know what I'm saying?
Right, yeah. Now we're on the straight and narrow over here, man. We're trying to get those corporate checks.
Yeah, no Rico. We ain't trying to get Rico, man.
Yeah. Quality medicine is not a gang.
Yeah, not at all.
No gang shit going on over here. This is entertainment, man. We just talking right now. This is a show. A sitcom. So tell me what high school was like for you. So you were playing baseball and shit like that?
Nah, I wasn't playing baseball in high school. I was, you know.
Were you a ladies' man in high school?
Bro, hell no, bro. I was fucking awkward, bro. I ain't even.
No
bro,
way.
I was an awkward weirdo, dog, all the way through like 10th. Bro, I'm still an awkward weirdo. I ain't gonna lie to you. I just know how to kind of like be cool. You know what I'm saying? I just whatever. But yeah, like 9th grade. I just like myself. I was in the anime and I was friends with all the Asian kids in middle school because I like played Yu-Gi-Oh and was in the anime and shit. Like I wasn't no weird anime Yu-Gi-Oh kid running through the fucking halls now. Okay, chill out. But you know what I'm saying? That's like the shit I liked, and like I wasn't into like basketball and all, you know what I'm saying, shit that was going on like with, like black kids. You know what I'm saying? At that time. I didn't even really understand all that shit. And then like freshman year of high school, like it was cool. I had some friends, you know, played a little bit of video games, and at the time I was playing lacrosse. Like, yeah, I went to college for lacrosse actually.
Really, you're damn nice.
I brought a Division I scholarship, bro, to lacrosse. Yeah, bro. Yeah, that type of shit.
What is lacrosse again, by the way?
It's you got the.
It's a stick and you throw it into the net, right?
You can hit people with a stick. It's like hockey. It's like field hockey, but not.
That's a high-end sport right there.
Yeah,
that's some shit they play in the hood for real.
Yeah. I fuck lacrosse, man.
I feel like I would be nice at it. Well, how tall do you have to be to play lacrosse, though?
Man, any height, man.
There was some short niggas playing lacrosse.
Some of the nastiest niggas are short.
I'm 5'11", just so niggas don't think I'm actually short, bro.
Bro, probably my bro Gavin, he probably like 5'2", bro. Dude is raw at some lacrosse, man.
So what do you feel like you have to know about? Like, I feel like I can juke niggas, you know, and you just throw it in.
You gotta have good stick skills. If you got good stick skills, you can shoot and you can pass really well, and you know, because the defense and the offense is very simple. It's a very athletic game. You know what I'm saying? If you're more athletic, if you have two more athletic people than they do, like, more than likely you're gonna win. Like, but it's also strategy involved. But yeah,
I feel like niggas would just get. I would be so scared to get hit with the stick though.
I played defense, so I was out there whacking niggas. I was playing long stick midi, so I was doing you know, all the hitting pretty much. I'm a big dude. I was like, I've always been like over 6 foot through high school, so I was big, hitting niggas. I played football a little bit my sophomore year. But anyways, like freshman year, I was like, you know, it was chill, you know, but I felt like I want to be popular, bro. Honestly, I wanted to be popular. I knew I wasn't popular. And so my mom was working at another school, and I was like, fuck it. I'm going to just transfer schools and rebrand myself. I'm being the new kid, man. I'm being the new kid, bro. The bitch is going to fuck me. I'm new. So, and it's like, I got a brand new slate. And it wasn't like I was faking it. It was just like, I was being who I really wanted to be. I was being who I wanted to be, because there I felt like I couldn't, because I was already grew up as this and was all that. So I was like, here I can just be myself. Nobody knows me. And I'm going to really be who I want to be. And so I made a ton of friends. I went from North Gwinnett High School to Beaufort High School. made a ton of friends there. You know, I stay in contact with some of them, and then I got kicked out my junior year. Yeah, I'm one of those type of niggas. I got kicked out my junior year for some bullshit, bro. Like, the administrator was getting on to me, and I wasn't being remorseful enough, and yeah, they just kicked me out. And so I went back to North Gwinnett, my like the middle of my senior year, and everyone's like, "Yo, what the fuck? You got kicked out for this, da." And I knew how to be like cool at the time, so I was like, I came back. I just got kicked out of my old school. Like, now I'm fucking, hell yeah, we fuck with you, bro. Yeah. And then I had a girlfriend at the time, and everybody knew me from her, and da. So yeah, that's kind of, you know, how it was. And then I got to just meet my buddy Coop at North, and I played a little bit of lacrosse, and went on to play at a D3 school because I still wanted to play lacrosse after I lost my scholarship. And it was chill out, and that's when I got into music. So I got into music my senior year, and I spent most of the time in the lunch, like in the library on my laptop, just being.
What kind of music were you making?
SoundCloud, bro. Like, I was fucking with Young Lean at the time. Like, Young Lean was a big early influence. Young Lean, Bones, Xavier Wolf, you know, that all type of shit at the time. You know, just coming out 2014 SoundCloud era. I was listening to all that stuff. And I wanted to make music like, I guess, like Young Lean at first. Mm-hmm. And then I just wanted to actually make more music like Fawny, actually. Because then Fawny and Uno and, you know, Cardi and Yachty had their come up like 2016, right. 2017 big. And then it was kind of like that.
Do you think that there's a new era coming up in like Atlanta right now as far as actual music goes?
As far as actual music goes, absolutely.
Who are some artists from Atlanta, like, new coming up that you're fucking with right now?
I fuck with actually Money Sean, Yellow Bandana. They got some crazy shows, bro. Yeah, they did a show at Afterlife. London Gray, man, that nigga has some crazy shows. I love going to a London show, getting in the pit. Fucking some girl got knocked out at one of them. That shit was crazy.
Now you were there for that?
Yo, bro, I jumped from the stage into the crowd, and I thought it was like me that knocked her out, cause like you know what I'm saying. Me and Ken jumped from the stage and started pushing. I knocked down Ken. I see him fall. I'm like, oh shit, and I get up. And he's like, yo, everybody get out. I'm like, yo, did I like fucking punch that girl? Cause I was getting in there, bro. I was like, yeah. So I'm like, yo, did I punch that girl? And I was like, oh my god. And y'all, yeah, but shout out her. She's I'm sure she's fine now.
Yeah, I'm sure. I think she's been out. We've seen her out at Reverie later that night. She was straight.
Yeah, shout out to her. She goes hard, but
yeah, shout out to you, man.
You know,
she's a real rager,
London,
man.
Invite, you know, they're doing their fucking thing. They're going hard. Like, their shows are crazy. Definitely come to a Dark Envy event. Watch those guys perform. I fuck with Lil Fi. I think Lil Fi, he from Miami.
Lil Fi.
Lil Fi.
I don't think. Have we met him yet?
Man, I don't know. He's in ATL right now. I'm gonna have to tap y'all in. He's hard. I'll show you some music. I fuck with Lil Fi. Who else from Atlanta am I fucking with? I just linked up with D Cashy and Young Vamp the other day. I think there's just a ton of talent, like, and definitely like Atlanta's like the new LA. I feel like LA kind of played out in that sense. Like 2016, they had their scene,
right? And
like I said, we're kind of slow catching up, but it's like we almost got a second chance at being the ones to cultivate our version of that and whatever comes from it. Because I feel like a lot of we saw it, like, music goes in stream like phases. It'll be like SoundCloud's up and then trap is up. So you saw 2016 SoundCloud was up and then trap was up, and now you kind of seeing SoundCloud Plug and B come back. Summers Yeet start to be the mainstream again. So SoundCloud gonna be up, and then after that it's gonna either be like rock, rap, or it's gonna be back to trap. It's gonna be the next one.
That's what I'm saying.
It always goes like that
in cycles and shit like that. Bro, I want to talk a little bit about specifically some of your designs. How did you come up with the sex section? Like, what was the inspiration behind that?
I actually, my homeboy Swish, I was what's it called? He had me style him for a performance. I had the opportunity to style him. I picked out some trip pants, and then I did a custom button up for him, and I needed a fucking shirt to go under, and I just felt like sex. That shit would be hard, so I just put that on there. And originally I wasn't even gonna drop it. It was just gonna be for him to perform in. And then I was like, I fuck with this. I think
was it just the vulgarity and like the
Yeah.
fuck you kind of like, because it's like one of those words that people don't really have on the shirt. Like a kid can't wear that shirt. You know what I mean? Like only a specific, like you had to be a certain type of person to wear that shirt. Was it the vulgarity of it that kind of attracted you to it?
Honestly, a lot of things I just feel like making. Like a lot of things that I make, they just come from my mind, and if I like it enough to drop it, then I'll drop it. Like there are things that I'm definitely thinking of, like in terms of collections, and I'm designing things around collections. But a lot of ideas are just spontaneous, kind of like just me thinking, what can I make? And the idea of like sex just came. I didn't even care like, oh, vulgarity.
You weren't
or
even thinking about
who's
that.
gonna buy it. Like people are gonna buy it. People will buy anything. You just have to sell it to them. So that wasn't really a concern. But yeah, I liked how it looks. You know what I'm saying? It just looks fucking sex, and then you got the heart and the emblem. It just looks good. So that's how a lot of things.
So for your designs, you feel like you're not really more so thinking like, are you ever trying to make a message with your pieces, or are you mainly just concerned about the aesthetic?
Honestly, yeah, I'm probably way more concerned about the aesthetic. Like, people wear clothes because they're cool. People are gonna buy clothes because they're cool. At the end of the day, I run a business. I need to sell cool clothes for people to buy them. So I usually have in mind what's the coolest thing that I can design, and then I'll have a subject matter in mind. Like a lot of times, some stuff is based off like Yu-Gi-Oh cards, because Yu-Gi-Oh has a big influence in my life. I have a Yu-Gi-Oh card on the back of my,
I see.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's just something that's always like in my mind. I just love the artwork, and then so I'll take a topic like that and then just like think of pieces from behind it. Like actually, my fall collection is designed behind a archetype from Yu-Gi-Oh. They're vampires, and so it inspired me because I was playing Yu-Gi-Oh in like February and found these cards and they were so cool to me, and I was like, ooh, I want to make some stuff like if these characters were here in real life, what would they wear if they wore my brand? So it's like just like random shit. It's just you know what I'm saying? It could be anything.
But there's like an idea behind. I'm just trying to. So the idea behind it for you, it starts like, how can I almost just bring what's going on in my mind and just put it on people type shit.
That's and create and put it on people and create like art behind it.
That's dope. Who's some of a dream collab that you would
Montclair.
want? Montclair?
Yeah. I would put Montclair as number one.
Wow.
Just because it's like the Montclair jacket, that shit is fucking undeniably timeless. And then like they had a crazy comeback I wouldn't say comeback, but run up. They weren't Montclair. It was just like Montclair, you know about them if you were rich and you like Swiss, like skiing. But then they turned it into they hired a new creative director and new marketing director, and they were dropping every month and just made it into a high fashion brand. So the way they went around about that actually inspired me how to grow my brand, because I was like, if I'm dropping every month, bringing something new, it's always bringing attention to what I'm doing, and that's how they got their brand to do what it did. So a Montclair dream collab. I would say as far as artists go, I think it would be really cool to work with Cardi. It would just have to be on like the right thing, the right terms, because it's just like boom, you stamp, you got your clothes on Cardi, like you kind of like fuck it.
That's
it.
That's
cool. But Black Cray, I fuck with Black Cray a lot. I would love to have Black Cray in some clothes.
What about
Rilo.
Black Cray?
I like Rilo Rodriguez.
I fuck with Rilo.
I want Rilo to wear some shit.
Really?
Yeah.
What makes you think when you see somebody like, I want them to model for me, I want to have them in my clothes?
Actually, so there's like two answers to this question, because some people do inspire like the clothes that I make, because like for example, I'll shout out Ja right now. Ja Phoenix, you know what I'm saying? He's got red hair. I already have this, right? This colorway, but he would look good in red. So I'm like, that's someone I would love to have in a red hoodie. So I'm gonna make a red one just so he can wear it. I know people are gonna also fuck with red, but like that was a big deciding factor into why I would make the red. And then like some people just have a certain look, and then I think like, yeah, it's mainly based off of just like look and what certain piece you could wear, because like there's some people that I wouldn't have wear this, but I would have them wear something else. So it's just kind of what they're best suited for, you know, and what the project calls for. So
right.
Yeah.
and you have a girlfriend,
Mm-hmm.
having a girlfriend and then being around all these models, all these like, you know, the fashion industry is filled with ladies. Does that ever cause any tension there, man?
Yes. Of course, bro.
Of course.
Of course, bro.
Part of
But
the game.
it's not unwarranted. I understand, bro.
Right.
Like I'm not gonna complain. Any girl would be like, bro, I don't want her to be topless.
Yeah,
like, of course
exactly.
they don't. But it's like she understands, bro. It's art. I look at my business objectively. I don't look at it as like, oh, I'm trying to see this bitch's titties, so let me ask if she'll model and get naked for me. Like, I could do that, but that's not really my prerogative. My prerogative is just like, what makes sense. You know, is this what the project calls for? I really try and look at things objectively.
Exactly,
you know?
Exactly. And she probably understands.
And it's entertainment. I'm not even like really even trying to be the face of the brands. It's kind of just like, most people just think it's my brand if they don't live in Atlanta. Like most of my followers are in California and Canada and all over the world. So
that's crazy. That's crazy, man. How long have you guys been in a relationship?
Almost a year.
How's that been, man? Like,
bro, I'm very blessed. Very blessed. I did not think that. My intention wasn't even to find a girlfriend. Like, honestly, I thought I was going to be rich and just fuck 20-year-old girls for the rest of my life. I was like, bro, none of these girls are worth it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to spend my time into any type of relationship. Like, bro, fuck this shit. And she came along and we just really hit it off. She compliments me well and it's probably like one of my biggest inspirations now, just because being around her, I think differently than I would have just being by myself and not experiencing love and having love, you know, in my life. Because, bro, I love my girlfriend. Like, we have a great relationship. Like, it's deeper than just like, oh, I fuck with you. Like, you're pretty. Let's fuck. And like, I think I can make this work out. Like, it's really kind of gets deep with me and her. So, she inspires a lot of things, bro. And, you know, I don't know. She's just really cool, bro. She's cool. She likes a lot of cool shit. So like, I'll see something she does, and like I made her make a Pinterest too of like shit that she likes, and I just look at it, and it inspires me in a whole different way than she ever thought it would have. But it's just like, cause we complement each other so well.
Bro, like that's always beautiful when you have somebody you could almost use as a muse or somebody who really inspires you. That's what everybody's really looking for. Yeah. It's somebody who like really takes them to another level and makes them feel better, you know? Because being a young entrepreneur, there's so much shit that niggas got to deal with naturally, you know? It's like the last thing that you want to be dealing with on top of that is having to navigate like certain things that regular niggas can deal with. Like if you're sitting at home all day playing video games, like, or like whatever the fuck, you know what I mean? You're sitting at home all day jerking off. Like, you need to like, if your girl gives you some problems, nigga, you should be able to go and handle that. Yeah. But when you're fucking going out, doing shoots, it
gets to be a lot. And
it gets to be a lot.
It can be stressful at times, and it was stressful at the beginning of our relationship because it's, you know, new, and like, this is my job. It's not like, this is part-time for me. I'm doing it. Like, this is, my life depends on if I fail or succeed at this. So, like, whatever I have to do, I feel like I have to do it. And there's no ifs or ands. I'm not really trying to have any questions about it. Right. But there have been times, you know, I've definitely calmed down because she has fucking, you know, good advice, and, you know, I take the advice. But you also just have to learn how to approach another person. It's not like, I can't expect her to just do whatever I fucking say. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? I have to find a compromise. I got to find a balance. Learn to compromise with the person. If it's no longer worth it, then fucking just leave that person and don't deal with it. But to me, I felt like it was worth it. I still feel like it is. So I was going to find a compromise and we make it work.
That's hard, bro. You know what I mean? It's good to hear love on the pod. Yeah, man. It's good to hear about love. Hey, love, man.
I'm for love, man.
Whoa, who's that?
Bryce Buchanan, I think. Shout out, Bryce.
Can we get a quick drip check real quick, man? Please. Can we get a little drip check real quick, man?
What camera?
What camera?
This one right here? Alright. We got the Love pink beanie. Yeah. Bijo can, you know, we got the corrupt Celestial hoodie. We got the the Pink Panther come over when you're sober, Lil Peep tour tee. You know what I'm saying? That shit crazy. LV belt, Louis V. I think these jeans are H&M.
You gotta keep it playing. You gotta keep it hooded still. You gotta keep it gangster.
And then these shoes gifted by my homeboy Derek. It's just some pink shoes thrown on. I feel like the Pink Panther today, man. Jewelry.
Hey, go ahead, show these niggas the swag, man.
Yeah, man.
Listen. We don't let all you niggas do drip checks on
I got some drip for you too.
Hey.
Some drip for you too.
Some drip for
It's
me?
been a long time coming, man.
Oh, man.
I think you finna get corrupted now. It's time to corrupt. It's time to corrupt that
Oh,
boy,
man, bro.
Hey, let me come put it on.
Bro. Gonna have to go. Where should I stand? Should I stand right here? Is this fine? Yeah. Go ahead and get this corrupt piece put on me.
Turn the other way. Turn the other way.
I don't even know how to get chains right, man. Y'all niggas don't come here and do nothing like this.
That's crazy.
Man, this is legendary shit right here, boy.
That boy's shining, man.
Listen.
You're corrupted now.
Listen. Y'all niggas could never be me. I swear to you, bruh. Y'all podcasters could never be me.
Never,
Your
ever.
guests don't come and even want to do this. Because me and this nigga really fuck with each other in real life. You know what I mean?
Love.
That's the difference. Y'all niggas don't be out in the moshes. You don't be outside. That's why niggas come to your podcast and just drink your White Claws and fuck around and don't tell you nothing, nigga. We getting chains on this shit, nigga. What the fuck? Corrupt for
And
life,
more.
nigga.
And more.
For lifers, nigga. Yeah, that's how we moving, bruh. And you see this shit on the board, too. Y'all niggas could never be me. I just want y'all to know that for the rest of your life. Just wanted to get that out. I mean, word.
Shout out Rich. Rich forever, man.
Rich
forever,
Rich
man.
forever,
Rich
man.
forever, man.
We out here, bro. Thank you so much for this, man.
Yes, of course.
And we gonna do a little visualizer, another piece after this to kind of, y'all niggas just watch and see. When we at the top of the mount, when I'm on Mount Rushmore, know what I mean? When we on Mount Rushmore,
this.
you know what I mean? Like this. Just like this. We gonna, don't worry. We still gonna see y'all down there. You're just gonna be down there. You know what I mean? You ain't gonna be up here. All right, let's play one more game, man.
Can I answer some questions too? I got some questions from my followers. They want me to.
Whoa.
They want me to ask.
Questions for the this is amazing time.
Hold on. Yeah, I put it on my story. Let me see if I can get these. Pull
Let's
up my
see.
archive.
Let's see these archives now. Let's see what y'all people wanted to ask,
Yeah,
man.
let's see what they want to ask. I'll try to answer these questions. Really quickly.
Yeah. Nah, chickens and listen.
How do you
How do you get to the answers for the questionnaire shits?
from your archive? There's a way, right? Activity. There we go.
Oh, there we go. We found it.
1,300 views, and let's see how many responses we got.
How many responses we got?
Let's see.
The insights.
Somebody asked, "What were you before Corrupt?" I think we answered that.
Yeah, we kind of answered what
kinda-
we were before, correct? In the streets.
And any tips for designers to find their crowd? Okay, we kind of answered that too.
Man, I did a good job.
Yeah, let's see. Someone asked, VB _ Aiden asked, how was your vision changed throughout the course of your business? That's a good question.
That's actually a really good question.
That's
I should have thought of that.
Yeah, that's a really good question. Yeah, it changes a lot. It kind of changes every day. Recently, I'd probably say a few months ago, I made a decision I want to do this at the highest level. So I do have plans to go to Paris and, learn, high fashion and, invest my money, maybe go to a school there, make connections, because the connections will be worth the money that I paid to go there already.
Absolutely.
So, and I'll be like some black guy with this fucking brand that has money to spend on clothes, fashion, learning, So, yeah, I want to do this at the highest level, because it's like, if I won the lottery, I would still want to do this. So it's like, okay, we'll do this at the highest level. So that was a recent change. And as far as the vision for my brand, like end goal, I don't think the end goal has changed. And I have a vague end goal. It's like, just take it to the highest level that it can be and have it perform the best. I do have monetary and financial goals that I want to set, and I set new ones as I reach them. But I would say the way that my business has changed the most from my initial vision, I would say become more patient. I've become more patient, and I've just wanted to learn more about what I'm doing, because when you're just starting, you think that you know it all, and you think that you can do this, and you can, you know what I'm saying? But there's just so much more steps to it than that you don't see that you have to take. So
right, patience.
So I think, you know, maybe awareness of what is going to need to be done and the person that I'm going to need to become to accomplish the things that I need to do. But that's probably been like the biggest change and my biggest motivator.
Somebody asked that. What's your biggest motivation?
Clifton Blake World asked shout out Blake, man.
Shout out Blake, man.
Yeah, man. You need some photos done. Shout out Blake. My biggest motivator, bro, I just want to win. That's
self-motivation.
That's it. I just want to win. I don't want to lose. I know how it feels to lose. I just want to win. I want to win at all. Because why not, you know?
Man, at all costs, bro.
I want to win.
It's right there. It's literally right there, bro. Like, once niggas see what the future, like, in a few years, like, you going to Paris, you doing these things, what these things do for you, bro, is you're going to see. And I feel like we're all going to look back on these moments and be like, damn, like, I don't even agree with some of the shit I was saying back then, but at the same time, the hunger that I had back then, the drive that I had back then, do you think you're going to have the same drive when you have $1 million as when you have, like, as what you have now?
I think I can say this for sure, though. I think that I'll have a lot of gratitude for the time now, like pulling up on y'all boys, doing the first. I have a lot of gratitude from where I
came
first
from,
interview. You know what I'm
man.
saying? I'll have a lot of gratitude, and as far as drive, I think it'll look different. I'll have children at that time. I think I want, like, once I have $1 million, I think I should have some kids.
Yeah.
So I think they're gonna be my biggest motivator at that time.
Right.
I cherish family. I think family is very important. So I think I may have more of a motivation because I don't have $1 million anymore. They fucking do, you know. They're my kids, kind of, you know. But in a sense, but yeah, I think so. I will always want to achieve. If there's more that I feel like I can achieve, then I will want to do it 100%.
It's dope as fuck, man. The hunger's real, man. Yo, we're gonna play one more game. Then I want to hear about the future, what you got coming up, a little bit more about some collections and stuff like that. But we're gonna play one more game before we get into that real quick. And the name of the game is Overrated or Underrated. We know you're a tastemaker. Okay. You know, we know you have vision. If you want to be in clothes and fashion, you gotta have some type of eye. You know.
Yeah, you definitely do. You definitely need to know it.
Right. You need to know what's dope and what's not dope. You know what I mean? So I want to hear your overrated, underrated.
All right, let's go.
Rick Owens, overrated or underrated?
I'd say properly rated.
Properly rated. Okay, he saved y'all Rick niggas, man. I was hoping he's going to
properly rated. Rick is a fucking legend.
He is a legend, though.
That shit is.
He is a legend.
Rick. I think even though it's a trend right now, those shoes aren't ever gonna. Rick ain't going anywhere, bro.
It's like
he ain't going nowhere.
Bro, this nigga, like, how he has branded himself. Like, have you seen his furniture as well?
Yes, bro.
His furniture is so dope. I don't know how comfortable it is, but it looks super cool.
Yeah, he ain't going nowhere,
bro. Like, shout out Rick, man. Would you? Nah, let me not even do this. All right. I was gonna ask, like,
nah, we should do it.
Like,
we should do it.
What do you think about his relationship with his shorty? Like, what do you think about her aesthetic? I fuck with her, like, and I
want my nails. Honestly, bro, I want my shit like that.
That shit was hard, right?
I like that. I got witchcraft tattooed on my hands, so it's like I like witch shit, man. I really want to look like a demon.
Do you feel like do you think that's what she was going for? Like, that witch aesthetic? I mean, I've never seen anybody who looks like her.
100%, bro. Yeah. She wakes up every day wanting to look like that.
That shit is crazy. Yeah. That little mark she has right here. She said she puts it on every day. I think she said it gives her confidence or some shit. Like, she seemed like a super dope person. I can't see her dating anybody but Rick Owens. You know what I mean? Like, super.
I don't know why Rick does. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand it, but you know what I'm saying? It's just like, she probably...
You know, she probably got that gaga. She probably
got something for him. Definitely.
All right.
Shout out Rick.
Perks, overrated or underrated?
Overrated. Stop doing fucking perks, bro.
Really?
That shit is fucked, bro. It's coming from somebody, bro. I sold 1,000 perks at one time. I done smoked perks.
Whoa.
You know what I'm saying? Like just some OD junkie shit. Like overrated, bro. What are you doing that for? Why are you getting that high for, bro? Smoke some weed.
Right.
You fucking like, bro. That shit going, and then you gonna take a wrong perk. I know, niggas got stomach lining fucked up, bro. That shit ain't glorious at all, bro.
That's the part that niggas don't see.
Oh, this shit's not glorious at all, bro.
That's the part niggas don't see is when your stomach be fucked up, your liver hurt. You ever had a situation where your liver just start hurting and you're like,
Nah. I wasn't that OD with it, but
sorry.
Well, shit.
I feel like a junkie now.
Nah, you good, bro. It's just like, man, over time, bro, this shit not good for you, bro.
100%. Man. All right. Toothpaste, overrated or underrated?
What?
Toothpaste.
I think properly rated. Probably rated. Properly. I feel like should be. I feel like
it's underrated.
Overrated. I feel like it should whiten your teeth more, bro. I feel like it should do more for you.
Okay.
I feel like they should do more for you.
Right. Okay. Yeah. I see what you're saying here.
Like they should be able to make
But I think first people need to start using the product more. Yeah. I see a lot of niggas with stank breath out here, you know what I mean? A lot of niggas who don't really use this product enough. That's why I was motivated to throw this in there, you know? Because I'm like, bro, if you're going to smoke, if you're going to do certain shit, make sure you go ahead and brush your teeth, man, you know? Use that toothpaste, Colgate. What is the other brands? Crest is another great one. Even mouthwash, at least.
Yeah, at least have some mouthwash. I keep some deodorant on mouthwash and fucking.
You got to
in my car, bro, just in case you smell a little bit. You're always in your car. You're always gonna be near your car. You got to get some I'll get some toothpaste in there too.
Come on, man. That's how Corrupt got his girl. You know what I mean?
You
gotta keep that on you, man.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? For real. All right. Last one. I'm deciding if I should do White Claws, overrated or underrated.
Overrated.
Really?
What's the next question?
I was gonna do the Bible.
Alcohol. Bible underrated. Bible's underrated as fuck.
Underrated.
Bible's underrated as fuck, bro.
I feel like the Bible is underrated too.
I don't even know what I would call myself religious. I believe in God, bro. I believe, bro, there's some shit in there. Like it may be a little bit outdated, but there's some very strong principles and the teachings. I think like it is an instruction book for how to live, bro. It's not really like you ain't trying. It's not trying to have you be a certain way. It's just telling you if you want to be close to how God is. So if you want to be like God in the sense, if I want to be God in the sense of clothing, right? God is more than just like a judge or right and wrong, send you to hell. God is more of omnipotence, creativeness. God is a creator. He created us all. So for me to get closer to how God thinks, I have to be more like God is. And so it's like, there's definitely principles that if you believe in God and law of attraction, whatever you want to call God, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, cause for me, it's hard to believe Jesus died on the cross and that shit actually works and heals us all.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? I believe that God, the Bible is underrated, bro.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
A lot of, and we getting away from a lot of shit, like this shit crazy, bro.
Bro, yeah.
If we all loved each other,
imagine a world where everybody was on some love.
We all loved each other, bro. I feel like that's what the Bible is trying to say: accept and love people.
Man, but niggas don't do that, man. Niggas only see what's right in front of them, almost, or niggas only see like they don't understand. I feel like right now we're in a state where people are so anti principles and anti like structure, you know. No one wants to be told they're wrong or right anymore. Everybody wants to just be right all the time, you know. And it's like the Bible, why a lot of people resent it, in my opinion, is because it gives like clear cuts. Like, I feel like this is wrong, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like this is wrong, I feel like this is right, but it's like, you know what, why don't we just learn to accept that too? You know what I mean? People feel like people are wrong, people feel like others are right. at the end of the day, we'll see when it's all said and done. You know what I mean? Nobody knows if a fucking asteroid hits the world. You think fucking gay, like all this shit is gonna, like, why are we arguing about this shit, bruh?
Man.
You know what I mean? You think somebody's gonna care if you're gay if a fucking asteroid hits the world? Like, you think if fucking the world were to end tomorrow, like niggas would be caring about some of the dumb shit that we talk about today?
And I think a lot of our generation understands that because all of us are really different, but me, Daniel, Bailey, you know what I'm saying? We're all different, but we look for the commonality first instead of the difference. I feel like the older generation, they want to look at how they're different and display how we're different and why we should all hate each other. But honestly, we're all humans, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, at the end of the day, bro, we're all the same. And this comes from, dude, I used to be like a devil worshiper. I used to be devil. You know what I'm saying, bro?
Really?
Yes, bro. And it wasn't even like I had to come to Jesus moment. It was just like, well, that shit is wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, why am I trying to hurt? Why am I trying to put? Because I was getting good things out of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, hell yeah, I'm gonna rob this nigga. I'll do this. I'll do that. And I seemingly get up. But, you know, it's deceitful. The devil's also deceitful. I lost all of that. So I was like, bro, I need to just not do that. Right. So it was like, I just started doing the opposite of what I was doing. And, you know, I just kind of discovered through my own faith, like, especially with this shit, bro, I got to have faith that it's gonna work. If I don't believe that there's a greater purpose for the fucking bullshit, like why the fuck ain't this here? Why the fuck ain't this happening? Like this is all part of a process. So at the end of the day, you know, call it higher power, call it what you want, but you gotta have faith in something other than yourself sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like not all the time you can carry yourself across that finish line. You know, and a lot of doors I couldn't even open myself. You know what I'm saying? So.
Man, that's crazy. That's a whole other story arc, man. I feel like we gotta get you. This one was more the drug dealer tales. Then there's a whole other
we can get
side of things.
I can,
you know what I mean? But you know,
speak on philosophy, for a while.
You know, but we do got, you know, we got a few things that me and Corrupt got a few things we got to get into today. You know what I mean? We got a jam-packed day ahead of us. Event this week. Oh, this isn't gonna be out, so never mind. But we do have an event this weekend. We'll let you guys know.
Watch the recap. It was fucking legendary.
Yeah, watch the recap, man. Just know we taking over this shit to another level, man. But listen, is there anything fucking new that's like anything coming up that you want to shout out right now or like?
Yeah, I've got a really cool collab, some racer jackets with Why Would You Lie coming up, and then I feel like I've got a breakout piece for my brand. Hopefully I can drop December, you know, just something that just kind of stamps me into the next level of like, holy fuck, they dropped this, you know. It's really cool that they're more than just you know, simple merch, because that's one thing I don't want to be, just merch. So yeah, I think I have some really fucking cool pieces. I've got colorways. I've got different colorways that this dropping in September. I got some collabs. I'm trying to get, you know, somebody big in one of the hoodies. I can't drop the name, but yeah, just more heat. And the next year it's just gonna be another level up. You know what I'm saying? Leather. I'm gonna have some leather bags coming out. Hopefully I'll get some designer shoes out, and then just, you know, continue with the designs and just continue to see how far I can take this. And
man, Blade, Quality Medicine Podcast. I got corrupted this one, man. You know what I mean? We going crazy.
Never going back.
Never going back, baby. Thanks so much for being on this shit, bro. This was legendary. Give it up for Blade, man. What the fuck?